Now, in a bid to fight illicit activities in South African waters, the SA Navy has invested 3.7 billion rands in patrol vessels. On Wednesday at Salisbury Island, a naval base in Durban, the SA Navy unveiled the SAS King Sekhukhune I vessel. The ship is named after the king of the Bapedi people who bravely fought colonial imperialists in the Eastern Transvaal during the 19th century. The vessel is the first of 3 multi-mission inshore patrol vessels that have been acquired by the naval branch of the South African National Defence Force. Joining me now is the Navy's Chief Director for Maritime Strategy, Mr. David Maningi Mkhonto. Thank you so much for joining us and welcome to Newzroom Afrika. Before we get into the discussion around the vessel and the ships, just explain to us what some of the criminal activities take place on our shores and what impact do they have on the country.
Good day. I'm Admiral DM Mkhonto. I'm not missed.
Oh, apologies
Thank
for
you.
that.
Yes, we've got a very huge challenge in terms of transnational organized crimes from the sea. That it cannot actually be visible when you look at it, but you take note of the kind of people that we normally see in our township and in our coastal towns, and wonder how they manage to get into South Africa, let alone the stuff that they sell. So it means that there's something that we're not doing properly as a country and as a South African National Defence Force, in particular the South African Navy. In terms of our assets that we have, we're unable to detect and defer and or protect or prevent any of these illicit activities coming to our shores. So this is actually the serious problem. I'm not going to dwell on the maritime security threats that are broader outside there. We've got a huge vast of ocean from southern of Tanzania and from DRC down to Antarctica. We've got about 27 million square kilometers of sea that South Africans must have a vision, must be able to see what is actually happening. Currently, with the current assets that we have, we're somehow battling to keep up. The sea is so vast that a lot of other activities are happening without being detected. Even if we detect, the response now becomes a challenge. So I cannot quantify how much the country loses and in terms of the crimes that have been committed. We can only quantify what we can. Let's say we respond to illegal or unreported and regulated fishing from our own local people. It's easy to engage them, but the others that are coming from other countries that actually in our waters, then it makes it very difficult.
It certainly does. So then this vessel being built is to assist in those criminal activities. Exactly how and what would the vessel be doing along that long line of coastal shore that you've just mentioned now in terms of assisting with those activities?
The vessel is built and it's a very flexible and robust platform. It's built for 2 purposes. It's a multi-mission inshore patrol vessel with the primary and secondary functions. In it, it's built in such a way that it's got so much technology that one vessel might be able to detect activities as far as 400 kilometers further into the sea. And it's able to carry containers that actually having other technologies to be able to assist us to detect and respond to illicit activities at sea. This one in particular, this class, we've got 3 of them. We still have to actually receive 2 more. I'm not going to talk about Project Hotel, that the bigger one for hydrographic services. These 3, they are designed to have an ability to detect, to defer, to prevent, and to respond to military and maritime security threats, and assist other state departments like the Department of Environmental Affairs and Fishery, TNPA, Maritime Transport as well, and SAMSA that is actually assisting us in terms of viewing what is out there. So for the first time, maybe from from 1977 to date, we've got a platform that will be able to do a vast of other activities other than specifically to do military function.
Now, Rear Admiral, this is a vessel that was built by South Africans, for South Africans. What does this mean with regards to our capabilities as a country to be able to manufacture a vessel of this magnitude and for us to possibly then do it for other countries as well?
Yes. South Africa, especially the maritime defense industry, they've got a very good capacity. They've not started with these ones. They've started, if I can mention, SA Shipyards in Durban, that build about 6 offshore patrol vessels. We only acquired 3, and then we replicate those 3, actually 6 of them, and then we build the biggest combat support vessel that we have currently from 1982 to 1986. These vessels are still in operation to date because they are actually supported locally. All the systems, the main ones that actually the driver to the system, these are gensets and propulsion system, and the auxiliary system that is on board is supported local, let alone the capacity of people to be able to do the job. It's all local. The Durban shipyards in Cape Town has been building tugs for us for the last 10 years, 15 years, and then they actually gave in two contracts. The Biro contract was actually divided in 2. This one was the smallest class of the vessel, and the other one was actually slightly bigger, more of fighting capability. This one, actually, what we decided to do is we will need to beef up in terms of war fighting part of it, because we thought that the bigger class would be delivered. Unfortunately, the contract was cancelled, so we have to now to beef up more weapon system to this one to be able to, when we respond and we find that it's a resistant, then we'll be able to have some punch. Yes.
In the future. And of course, you also mentioned earlier on that there's 2 more that we could look forward to.
Yes.
We know that this one has been named after King Sekhukhune I. Do you know what the other 2 will be named after?
Yes. It's actually the strategy for South African Navy, and the Chief of the South African Navy, Vice Admiral Hlongwane, to say that our slogan is saying the People's Navy. What does this mean? We need to actually engage people. They must see us. They must actually be visible. They must know what we're doing. And they must not see the Defence Force as an entity on its own. They must see that we're part of the community. We're just a small sample of our society. So hence now the Chief of South African Navy said, no, we need to engage our people. The first one was to name the class of these vessels in warrior class. We had a few names. Within the pool was SAS King Sekhukhune I. Though we did not know the details about King Sekhukhune I, the Royal House of Sekhukhune actually explained to us, and they were very happy that we got the blessings from them. And then the second one will be SAS King Shaka. The Zulu Royal House as well will actually be engaged on this matter, and surely they will be happy to assist us, or be able to engage now the people on the ground. And the last one will be SS Adam Cook. Will do the same. And then the other one is Project Hotel, the one that is built in Durban. It will be named after Nelson Mandela. So the Nelson Mandela Foundation will be engaged as well. The main objective here is to make sure that we get as close as possible to our people. They must feel that we're part of them. It's not a small entity somewhere that is meant only to scare people. We are part of the society, and that's a strategy that we are trying to actually imply.
Thank you so much for your time. Unfortunately, this conversation has come to an end. That's Rear Admiral David Maningi Mkhonto giving us there his update in terms of the vessel that's for South Africans, by South Africans, that has been now handed over to our shores, and will be ensuring that it is taking care of what it needs to with regards to any of the criminal activities and others that it needs to do on that shore. So thank you so much for your time, sir, and thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you very much.